The float and Flair has entered the airspace for 2026, but not by Kim. Today's R5 beam lineup brought to you by the aerial roundoff. NC State and Clemson's Leos have more light than the broadcast booth at CMU. But the beam judging wasn't lit. The cause talk, and we show some love to our friend Alina. That and much more. Let's wrap. Week 3. Here we go.
Wake up in the morning feeling like T. Wall Street. Grab my Leos out the door, I'm gonna hit this city. Before I leave, brush my teeth with a can of Alani, cause when I leave for this meet, I ain't coming back. I'm talking pedicure on their toes, trying on all their bows. Coaches blowing up their phones. Beam hopping, playing our favorite CDs, trying to get their feet sticky. Don't stop, take a hop, music blowing the speakers up. Tonight, I'ma fight till they get the scores right. Tick-tock on the clock, but this pod don't stop till we see the scores right. Oh, let's get this pod to go. Oh.
All right, Kesha, we start the pod. Welcome back to the College Salute Podcast, the only podcast with a gymnastics-inspired rap every week. The place you go for all you need to know about how our Region 5 alums are doing during their NCAA careers. And this season, we are comfortably podcasting in comfort. You know, that's the in-house rapper Kesha Kim, and I'm the insider guy, Jason, and well, I pretty much had zero time this weekend, but thanks to lots of coffee, I was able to watch our lineup meets Sunday night until 3:30 in the morning. Oh, and actually, partially on Martin Luther King Day as well. Wait, go ahead.
You want to talk about having no time, sir?
Yes, I know.
Try coaching a diving meet, then a gymnastics meet, then all the other stuff.
Yes. So we have lots of time here on the podcast, but we do our thing and bring you all the stuff that we need to know about these Region 5 greats in the college gymnastics. Another great that we've all the time meets at CMU, always a treat. The college judging is on full notice. I mean, the NQ change, you knew this was coming. Second 10 of the season for a very nice Yurchenko double full. We got another almost R5 full lineup. More post-routine slays. And should we do our podcast ending with our hands up? That would be interesting. But first, a free way to support our show is by leaving a 5-star rating or review on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to the College Salute Podcast. Tell us what you love about the show or what would you like to see improved. The review helps others discover our podcast and join our Region 5 family. Help us to continue to grow our podcast, which is the only regionally based gymnastics podcast in the country. We continue to show our love for our Region 5 alums throughout their college careers, so please show us some love with a review and a 5-star rating. And I already texted Kim this, but week 2 podcast, most downloads in 1 week in our podcast history.
Go us.
Yes, so week 2 was the most popular downloaded podcast of our entire podcast history. And that's for the first 7 days, because it does 7, 30, and then 60 days, and it just continues, so... But anyway, excited about that. But still, no reviews, Kim. No one reviews us, but it's fine.
Come on, people, review us.
I know it's fine.
Give us a 10.
We start with our Fab 5-ish. She has her 10 up. Is that how you do your judging for, or your not your judging, your coaching for? Diving.
Oh, no. My judging for diving. That's correct, because I judge for diving.
Oh, I forgot. That's right. You guys have to judge. I've never heard of this concept. Can you imagine if the coaches had to judge in college? Oh my God, wow. Talk about scoring issues.
But listen, like gymnastics is so much easier, because if I want to see what a 10.0 vault looks like, guess what? I can Google that. If I want to see what a 10.0 dive looks like, no idea. No idea. I gave my kid an 8.5 the other day, an 8.5 the other day, because her dive was gorgeous. She's like, it wasn't an 8.5. I was like, listen, I thought it was. Okay, find me an 8.5 dive that I can watch then. No.
Yeah. Nope. Can't do it. Just have to come up with the score.
I just have to,
pull.
whatever. Judging is more subjective in diving than in gymnastics. I'm just saying.
Well, I'm not sure Meredith Polisivic would agree with you on that.
I don't think she would.
No. I'm sure all of you who follow the Gymternet saw the video that what's the Twins podcast? All About Gymnastics or whatever. What's their podcast anyway? They put up a video of an interview that she did at Rutgers and how she was not happy with the scoring. They won the meet. Ohio State did win the meet, but of course they weren't happy with the scores with some of the athletes. And I do agree with a couple of the routines they did post. Maybe it could have been a little bit higher for sure. A couple were our Region 5 alums as well. But this is going to be an issue. And it was an issue also at NC State and Clemson. And we're going to talk about it because the leadoff for both teams had basically the exact same routine. Exact same performance of the routine, and both stuck their landing. And there was a significant difference between the two scores in terms of, start off scores. So we're going to talk about that, but this is going to be a big thing. And then obviously Meredith was not happy, and I wouldn't be either because you have to count 9 scores. So you need big scores to, be able to rank yourself. And, the Big Ten is known for being a little bit, Anyway, but there we go. Here we go with scores again, but we're going to talk about more about them as the podcast goes on today. And you missed the Golden Girls Classic this year. I know you're upset about that.
I am. Listen, I was very upset that I was missing it. If it would have been like on Friday, maybe Sunday, it would have been totally fine. But it was on Saturday, and I had a swim meet, so I missed it. I was bummed, but I watched from afar. But AG, Anna Grace McCullough, she did commentate, so that's kind of fun and fun for her. But I was really bummed that I missed it. But I will be at the next one, so I'm preparing my TikTok with Gwen because, as you do, traditions.
Yes.
I'm excited. I can't wait to be back.
I'll be looking forward to that TikTok, and we'll obviously talk about it in Social Salute that week post.
Nope, it's going to be in the Fab Five.
Okay, sorry. We had an argument about the Fab Five social today, and we're going to get to that because it's the last one on our Fab Five list, which we actually do have 5 today, which is amazing. The second 10 of the season from Jordan. Jordan's double full. Awesome, beautiful double full, absolutely gorgeous. I know she struggled doing double fulls when she, like a couple years ago in college. Childs, of course, Jordan Childs. I'm sure you already understood that. But it was a nice, beautiful double full, I thought
it was maybe Jordan Weber or something.
Yeah, it was Jordan Weber. Now, the athlete from Auburn 2 weeks ago or a week ago that did the nice double full, she also stuck, and I think she's a freshman at Auburn. And I know we didn't mention that on the podcast, and I wish we would have. That could have also been maybe a social salute because it was on the socials. But that was good. She stuck that too. But this one was gorgeous. Second perfect 10 of the season for Jordan Childs. Congratulations. We need to watch Stanford. We just need to.
Yeah, we do.
One of these days.
Okay, so Stanford this past week, they killed it in the celebration game off of bars, off of everything. Like, people were throwing stuff. They were hyping with a speaker. Like, Stanford. Yes. Stanford.
Yeah, I'm kind of tired of watching Anna Barbosa do gymnastics online, like on socials. I want to see her actually do the gymnastics in a meet. So one of these days we're just gonna have to watch Stanford. We have no alums competing at Stanford, which sucks. We might have one possibly down the road, but
we could just take Anna Barbosa
make her
as an alumni. That's fine. She can be one of us. She's Romanian. We have Romanians. It's fine.
Yeah, her whip double back is gorgeous. And so his
everything she does is gorgeous.
Yes, but I saw that. I saw that.
She even does a celebration dance gorgeously.
Yes.
So.
Yes. One of these days we'll watch Cardinal Gymnastics because they are doing the job. And then here's our argument of, is this a meat thing? Is this a social thing? Kim wanted to talk about it in the Fab Five.
This is Fab Five. I don't care what you say, because it is. Okay, just because it was on the social media doesn't mean it's not Fab Five. It's fabulous. Listen. If you're going to do balance beam, 52 stories above Manhattan on a 700-foot balance beam in the cold, you deserve to be more than a social salute at the bottom of the podcast. I had her as number 1, and you promptly erased. That is the gorgeous Lily Smith with Red Bull doing balance beam, 52 stories above Manhattan in the freezing cold. Her poor little feet were red. And let me tell you, I have kids struggling to do balance beam 4 feet off the ground. I promptly showed them this video. I was like, listen, she's doing it 400 feet off the ground. Not 4. Get on the beam and do your round off. Like, I just can't. Like, 52 stories about, like, it's cold up there. It's windy. Like, hello. And you just wanted to put her in the bottom. So stop taking away the fabulousness that is Lily Smith, 700 feet in the air.
Sorry.
You should be.
Yep. So, Week 3, Region 5 University, our podcast fantasy gymnastics team, of course. Each week during the season, we pick 3 meets, usually one from Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, and the alums in these competitions make up our lineup. We already talked about that last week, making sure that these are our meets. Western Michigan CMU, Clemson versus NC State, and then Bowling Green versus Ball State. All right, so let's start off with vault, and Tara Walsh's Yurchenko 1.5.
Girl, listen. Tara Walsh. Hello, goodbye. Killing it. On fire.
Yep.
We are not sleeping on Tara Walsh. We're not sleeping on her this season. We are here for the Tara Walsh party. Like,
we need to find a very simple 10-0 bar routine. That's what we need to find out. So she can do all around, because Jesus.
Well, I mean, she did hurt her elbow before, so maybe that's why we're not doing bars. However, girl, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, looks good.
Yes.
We are going to talk a little bit, like I said, about a beam issue coming up at the end of the podcast that was just kind of disappointing. But anyway, 9.9 on her Yurchenko 1.5 was gorgeous. McKenna King, 9.825 on her Yurchenko full at the Western CMU meet. Very nice Yurchenko full. We had several nice Yurchenko fulls in our lineup this week. Ava
Boots.
Thank you. I knew I couldn't. I was trying to think of, like, it's a weird last name. I knew it, but I couldn't think it up. Thank you, Kim. Yes, Ava Boots. Stuck front half. She did have to have an arm circle to stick, but she did stick. Her feet didn't move. Very nice vault there. Brooke
Galesko,
9.8 on her. Sorry, Ava Boots 9.8. Brooke Galesko 9.8. Nice front tuck half there. But I believe that was mentioned as Aaliyah Kelly. We won't go there. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, very nice front half. And then 9.775 from the duo Ella Cesario and Carly Stalter. Both of them had very nice, clean Yurchenko fulls. Pretty much every time Ella, lands a vault, it usually is between a 9.85 and a 9.9, but she did have a small, I think it was a hop back a little bit. And vault was tough at NC State. The scoring was a little bit, like I said, weird at NC State too. But both very, very nice Yurchenko fulls, clean Yurchenko fulls to make our lineup. And that gives us, I do want to note, Lindsay Gerard, front pike half this year. Yeah. She did her front tuck half the last couple years, front pike half this year. And so that's exciting to see. Did not, unfortunately, make our lineup this week, but I wanted to make note of that. 49.1 on vaults for us. Very nice vaults. Over to bars and Leah Kamichik. If we have her in the lineup, she's usually in bars for sure. She fell on vault, so she's not in our lineup here. She went way too early to try to stick that vault and landed with her hands down. But 9.9, Maloney Bale handstand, gorgeous. Small step on her double layout. But I love the drill. I don't know if you caught it right before they started to go.
Yeah,
that drill.
I have it down in the other
Oh, you do? All right. Beautiful. I just think it's cool. I took a video of it and I'm going to post it on our social. Very cool. Just like like a cherry drop thing that they used to, kids do on playground. Like this, she sat, cherry drop around, layout stick. She had to repeat herself because once she stepped and then she stuck, she did step
cherry drop?
Whatever that roll thing. It's like what a cherry drop is where they hang from their knees? Well, we call it cherry drops. Okay, we call them cherry drops. From your knees off. She does a roll back. She doesn't really, she doesn't hang. She kind of roll back and then let go. But cool cool drill. Didn't quite help on this particular double layout, but awesome drill. Loved it. Ella Cesario, very nice, huge Jaeger to a bail. Beautiful double A, but the angle they have, she has a big leg separation. You can't see it from the side, but she does have a leg separation, so maybe she should work on trying to stay a little tighter.
Doesn't matter, she's gorgeous.
I understand that it is a beautiful double out. Very nice bar routine, 9875 for her. Katie Harper, clear panned, beautiful ginger, as perfect as always. Stuck double layout, tongue out, shoulder, whatever she did, some movement, slay.
She did a shoulder shake, but you have shoulder shack.
Okay, she's a shoulder shack. It's like a chicken shack, shake shack, whatever. It is what it is. It was awesome, and it slayed, and I loved it. And
spelling's hard, Jason.
Spelling is very hard. 985. She also repeats that on balance beam, which we'll talk about in a minute. Lily Lippett, Ray Bale, very, very nice. Her blind full, almost too perfect, because she almost went over. She blind full right to the handstand and was slightly arched, pulled it back, and like a ninja that she is, and handled that great double tuck. So, but the Ray Bale was gorgeous, very nice for her. 9825 for Lily Lippett, and then Ava Wilmeyer and Caitlin Schwab. Both very nice bar routines for 9825s. This is Ava's first year in the bar lineup. She only did vault and floor last year.
I heard.
But I knew that. Alina told us that, but I already knew that. She did vault and floor only last year. So it's great to see her back in the bar lineup. She is also doing that pike front half. Hers is out of a clear hip. So one of the things that I do want to mention, Alina, you said, not seen. Well, we actually see it a lot this year. It's coming. She goes, well, you don't see that that much. Well, we do now. It is a big dismount. A lot of teams have it. And at least one kid, pretty much one athlete in the lineups almost all have this.
Yes, so Julie has it too from Western Michigan. Yes,
and we're going to talk about Julie. But anyway, Ava, beautiful blind Jaeger to bail as well. And then Caitlin Schwab has an absolutely gorgeous clear up to Ginger. She always has. It's beautiful, and I love watching it all the time. Bars is her event. Great to see her still in the bar lineup this year. She was last year as a freshman, back in the lineup as a sophomore. And that's awesome to see. Both 9.825s on bars for her. I know George went nuts after Caitlin Schwab's bar routine, but George goes nuts after every routine.
Yeah, he does. He kicks the leg and waves the arms, and he's a character.
49.275 on bars. And then we go over to balance beam and the great Ashley Shemansky.
Oh, my God. I don't care about what she does on the beam, but the faces. It's the faces. I love the faces.
They have a life of their own. It literally have the life of their own. It was so cool. It sucks that she wasn't in our bar lineup because of a step on a double layout, which, am I not mistaken, that's new this season because she used to do blindfold double tuck. But I can't remember if she did double layout last year as a sophomore or if she did blindfold double for 2 years.
Blindfold double tuck.
Okay, because I know that she did that freshman year, but I didn't know if she did. I couldn't remember if she did it last year. I put it in there, but now she has double layout, but she did take a big step forward, so not in our bar lineup like she normally would be. But this balance beam routine, solid as heck. Beautiful stuck 1.5, but the faces in this routine, every single thing she does, the whole routine is a face itself. Like literally, that's a different routine.
My favorite is this one.
Oh, yes. I like all of them. I mean, they're just awesome, and keep doing that. And we like to see more of that from others. But I don't know if anyone can do that like Ashley. Who knows?
I don't think so.
Here we begin our theme of beam. We have Zoe Pelfrey, aerial roundoff, dance out of it. She literally didn't just stop; she just danced out of it, which was awesome. But beautiful aerial roundoff. Cartwheel gainer full, then sleigh. I'm not 100% sure what that nose arm thing that she did was, but I liked it. We'll have to see it again.
Arm thing?
It was. She comes from her nose and she does something. It was really cool. It was weird and I didn't know what it was, but it was cool. It was one of those sleigh things at the end of beam or at the end of routines, like they were seeing this year.
Oh, she did this thing.
Yes. There you go. Yes. Cool.
Nose arm.
I just put notes and I didn't know what I remember, but I couldn't remember. But it was great. 9.8. Katie Harper 9.775 on beam for us. Super solid back handspring layout step out and front toss. Awesome front toss. Stuck front full and then more of the sleigh tongue out, all that stuff. But we're going to talk about this particular routine, and they did that because I have some serious issues with this scoring of these routines.
Okay.
Lily Lippett, 975 on beam. Front aerial round off, really cool. I can't remember if she's done that in the past, but that was cool.
I don't think so. And I made a note about that. I was like, that's interesting.
Exactly. Another aerial round off skill, another combination aerial round off. Remember, brought to you by aerial round off. And then the last one, Hannah Milton, aerial round off, so good. Like, Zoe's was good. Hannah's was really, 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 really good. I don't know, if you could separate the two because they're both really good, but I just thought it was really, really good. Her aerial
was it really, really good?
It was really, really good. Her aerial 2 feet, very nice. She did dump off a little bit on her gainer back full, which I thought was like, I kind of rushed it, but then she stuck the landing, so it was great. Excellent anchor for Western Michigan on beam. Excellent anchor. Great to see it because she used to lead off for Western for a few years, but the anchors were Amanda Gruber and Peyton Murphy. So of course you're not gonna beat those two on balance beam for anchor. But now Hannah, good anchor. I love it. 975. That score doesn't necessarily represent the quality of the beam routine that she did, but MAC champion scoring. So MAC scoring.
MAC champion.
MAC champion. There you go. 975. 48.95 on balance beam. Moving over to our last event, Molina on floor 9.9. That would be Ava Molina. An absolutely perfect 2.5. If I had a 2.5 award, I would say Ava that's your award.
She wins.
Gorgeous 2.5.
You win.
Gorgeous 2.5. That round off backhand 10.0, as Kim says. Round off back handspring step out with half turn to front handspring. I thought that was really cool.
So cool. I was like, that. I wasn't expecting that. Like, that was so cool. Ava Molina on floor is literally perfection. Like, you can't. You have to stop. You have to watch. I literally just scrolled all the way through and watched her first. But like, oh my God, perfection.
But awesome 9.9 for Ava on floor to lead us in our lineup. Tara Walsh, we've already talked about her. 9.875 on floor, full. Love it. I love that pass. It's one of those passes I just love. I wish it got more credit. She is. I wish it got more credit in club. It gets 3/10 in college. It gets only 2/10 like every other CB combination, and I think it's ridiculous because it should be 3/10. It's so cool, but very good job. Floor 9.875. Kim says it should have been a 10.
Well, at least that full.
Yes,
it was so
exactly.
good. I love Tara Walsh. I just feel like I'm so glad she's having such a killer season so far right now. Like let's keep going with this momentum.
Yep,
it's so good. Like I'm so glad she's finally getting like, oh yes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Autumn Reardon from NC State, 9.85 on floor. Love her front layout, Rudy split jump. She's done that. She actually did it last year in her club routine, but she actually was doing switch leap, if I'm not mistaken, for a while too. I don't know if she did that switch jump. Sorry, not switch leap, switch jump.
It's a split. Come on.
Switch. It's a jump. Switch jump.
Okay,
switch jump. Okay, it's not a leap. You're right. Punch jump. She was doing a switch one, and I don't know if she competed that. I know she did it when I was there to film All Access, but I'm not sure if she ever did it. But it was cool. But
I don't know. But she's so high. I think she's still in the rafters over there.
Yes, she is.
And let me tell you, this floor routine, so good. I love her on floor. Amazing. I think this is going to be like my favorite one.
Her routine is where I noticed the ending. Team ending thing that they do for all of the athletes at NC State, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit. I went back in to see, and it's every last pass. So I thought that was kind of cool, and I'm kind of interested what that means. But we'll discuss that, and they did that. Lindsay Gerard, 9.825, great tumbling, beautiful tumbling.
Yeah, but let me tell you, that first pass with just a front full, that's too easy. Too easy. What are you doing? That's too easy. But I think we need like a double full.
Well, she does lay out Rudy next.
Well, yeah, we know that.
That's second
why
pass.
Can do that.
Right. So I don't even know why she does it, because lay Rudy and double back, she has enough bonus. So I'm like, I don't know why she even does 3 passes, but
like it's too easy. Like it's way too easy.
It is. But that that flying spinny twisty thing before her ending on her knee, lands on her knee and like finishes. I think that's really cool.
That is very cool. I made one of my kids learn the little one of the little fancy skills that one of the Sabins does from club, like the jump spin around thing. It was very cool. I showed her the video and she learned it in like one of my little golds. She learned it in like a day. Just
nice.
Side note.
All right.
Side note.
Learning the cool choreography stuff. Teaching it all. Yeah. Lily Lippett on floor, 9.8. 1.5 front full. Last pass was absolutely gorgeous. But did you notice it came from a C-zone?
Okay, I know I don't watch the tumbling often, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, saw that. Yep. I thought that was very interesting. And then it finished with a scale.
Yes.
Or an arabesque.
An arabesque. I talked to Liz about this because I texted her and I said, this is really cool. She did whip double back. She does a double back first pass. I think it should be whip double back, Lily, because you have a nice like entry. Like you used to do that full to double back, but I think you could do a nice whip double back. Just, giving you the skills you should do. Anyway, Liz, I talked to Liz and she texted her and we texted back and forth and they deducted that C-zone jump because it wasn't split enough. Excuse me, what? What do you mean not split enough?
It wasn't split enough.
Yeah.
Listen.
The glasses at NC State. We need some glasses.
I think so.
We need some, I don't know. But because that was a nice C-zone jump, let me just
tell you. And
it stuck right out.
I'm filing.
Like, okay. You're filing a grievance and a 10-0 is coming up. So, however, Lily, you get a 10.
During Lily's Flair routine, though, the commentator goes, she's very serious in the in-betweens.
In the in-betweens.
Yep. She is.
Well,
very serious in the in-betweens. What? Is that the tumbling the in-betweens? Is the dance the in-betweens? What's the in-betweens? It was definitely talking about between the tumbling passes, but.
Ava Wilmeyer, also a 9.8. We have a list of 9.8s here. Big double backs, but I thought this might have been just a little bit high, to be honest, because she did hop out of both landings, and the first one was big jump back. So, it was
on her double pike.
Yes, it was impressive that good power there. She still should do a full in. I don't know if she's still training.
I was gonna say, where's her full in? I miss her full in.
I don't know if she's still training it, but I thought this was a little bit, it was a little bit bouncy out, and so. But great tumbling, good floor routine, and 9.8 for her. Carly, absolutely gorgeous 2.5 front layout. That would be Carly Stoller.
I was like, where is that? Scroll down.
Yep. 2.5 front layout, last pass, absolutely gorgeous. 9.8 for her. Yeah. I can never say Grace's last name.
Sujeki.
There you go.
Sujeki?
Yes.
Sujeki?
However you say it, former JPAC gymnast. She has 3 tumbling passes too, which I think is interesting. Yes. Ends with a Rudy, has a few front tumbling passes in there, 1.5 front layout. But I thought it was interesting. 3 tumbling passes. She's also in the vault lineup, which was cool to see. Aaliyah Kelly, a nice full in. Kennedy isn't the only one doing a full in. So we'll discuss that in a little bit as well. But very nice full twisting double back on floor. Nice routine, 9.8 for her. Brooke Olesko, nice front double full. She loves the front stuff. She's a front tumbler. Very nice opening tumbling pass there for a 9.8. And then Hannah did a beautiful layout Rudy split jump. And that would be, of course, Hannah Milton. And double back, very interesting choreography. Can't get it out there. Choreography. I thought that was a very interesting routine. Next week we have 4 meets, mainly due to numbers of athletes doing certain events. But Iowa at Michigan, Ball State at NIU. I'm going to this meet, so we're going to put this on the list. Even though we have talked about Ball State and NIU in the last 2 weeks, we'll put it on the list because I'm going to be there. So, obviously some behind the scenes stuff as well. San Jose State, Utah State. We're putting this one on because last year we enjoyed watching this meet. We only have a few, I think it's 3 alums that will be participating, but at least it's cool and we enjoyed watching that. And then attached to that, we're going to do Denver at West Virginia. So those two kind of together will make kind of one meet because that will hopefully round out enough events and scores for that particular meet. But the other 2 should be able to help us with a lineup for next week. So Iowa at Michigan, Ball State at NIU, and then combination San Jose State at Utah State and Denver at West Virginia for week 2. All right, some debuts. I only could find one. I'm not 100% sure. I looked several times. Those who have competed already, some may have done exhibition again and didn't see it because it's not listed. But Charlie Laufer debuted this week for Utah State twice because they had two meets. They competed in the All-Utah meet, and then they went against BYU, maybe somewhere. I forget who they went against, but I loved it. I also saw it on Rachel's Instagram, Rachel, her coach, and from our athletics.
That's where I saw it.
But I actually went and watched her competition routine because it's up on ESPN. You could watch it. So routine construction changed for her this year. She used to mount on the other side and do her Shushinova first. She is now doing her bail first to a toe up. So she's mounting on the high bar. So they've changed the construction of the routine, which is kind of cool. But she's still doing her Shushinova. Very, very nice. So just interesting that there's a routine change there for her.
Yeah.
So
I was a little worried because I was used to her doing it first and I didn't
Yep.
see it. And I was like, excuse me.
yeah, no, that wasn't coming up.
I was about to get on the phone and be like,
Why would you take that out? And
Yeah.
then she
that's the whole reason why you took her. No, I'm just kidding. It's not.
That's
Many
probably
other
not.
reasons.
But anyway, but we'll get to see her. We'll get to see her routines next week, and then not a true debut this year, and also really not a debut because she's a junior. Danny Fuentes from Kent State. She added back floor this week. We remember she had an Achilles tendon injury. She was part of our revenge tour, but she had Achilles tendon last year, so she's back on floor. Did not see this routine. I did not watch the routine, but I did see that she competed it. It was a little bit low scoring, so probably just getting back the feel of tumbling again and what have you. But just want to mention that she's back on floor for Kent State, and that's really cool. Congratulate Danny back on floor. That's awesome to see. And then of course Charlie getting your two meets in your first freshman year competition, 2 meets in 1 week. That's awesome.
I mean, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
Correct. All right, we have a long list of they did that or didn't. So we're just gonna go down and chuck through these. Kim, why don't you kick us off?
Okay, so listen, Madison, a minor from Clemson on floor, she does a headstand. Okay, simple. Then she pushes herself up to a handstand. Like, okay, I just love it. And then she does some other fun, tricky tricks after that. But I'm sorry. Just to do a headstand and push yourself up to a handstand, like, that is hard. And keep the body position. Maybe not for a college gymnast, but, like, it's still hard.
Yeah.
I thought that was amazing.
Cool. Yeah,
I just thought it was so fun. Like,
there was a lot.
Up she went.
There was just a lot of cool things this week that I noticed, like just stuff in the floor routines that are just not normal.
Well, and Clemson's floor routines are so freaking good.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
I loved watching them.
I agree.
Speaking of Clemson, the mom in the stands dressed like a freaking tiger. I am here for this. Yes. Usually, it's the dads and the brothers and the boyfriends who are dressed obnoxiously. No, mom dressed like a freaking tiger. So whoever's mom that is, I would like to know, and B, hats off to you. Yes.
Yes.
I loved it. Yes. Tiger mom.
That was cool. It was cool to see. I'm going to do that someday. Hopefully my child will get to college athletics and I can wear some type of costume or those long overalls with the colors or just do something.
You can do that. You could do that now.
I could do it at my home meets. Yes, I could do it for
some signature overalls, black and white striped ones.
Well,
hello.
I have thought about being surprised. Now people are going to probably know this because they're going to listen to the podcast, but our meet is Saved by the Bell themed. And so I was thinking of doing some something Saved by the Bell because we have a shirt that's Saved by the Bell, but that we can wear as coaches. But
can you get a wig? Can you be Screech?
I could be Screech. Maybe
be Screech.
We'll see. I have a week. I have a week and a half. Oh, thanks. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but anyway. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate it. Do the NC State and Clemson leotards have battery packs in them?
I mean, they've got to. Did you see all the crystals?
Because you could light up a airport runway with those leotards. Those leotards sparkled, literally. You'd think they were just like Christmas lights, like little lights, like those Christmas sweaters that light up. I mean, it was bright.
Also,
bright.
NC State has had that Leo already. They've worn it before, but
yes.
But Clemson, we are going to get a whole new slew of Clemson Leos because, hello, new coaches. I am here for Clemson's Leos. I cannot. as much as I loved the Tiger one last time, like, I can't wait to see what else Liz has up her sleeve with Clemson leotards.
Yeah, true. But this Leo this weekend, both of them just bright, very, very bright. So I don't know if the airport in Clemson or wherever they fly into when you go to Clemson, South Carolina, if they need some lights on their runways, but their Leo would.
Maybe.
Their
Just
Leo
put
would
gymnasts
work.
outside going like this.
Exactly. Yep.
Ouch. Did you know? Fact. 5 out of the 6 Clemson bar teams stuck their landings. I'm just saying, 5 out of 6 sticking your landings. Ugh, they were on fire, these Clemson bar lineups. And Dakota Berry, beautiful. She did exhibition. She's amazing. Like, legs glued together, toe point. I think she needs to put her in the lineup.
Did they have big impressive dismounts? Because CMU and Western Michigan, they do.
I mean, yeah.
Another thing we're going to get to, just throwing out a little bit of things there and there. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and I can't wait to get there. But no, their dismounts were phenomenal. Like, basically, both bar teams did a really good job on bars. I was very impressed with their landings and just overall bars was good.
Bars was good.
You did talk about Clemson and Eve Jackson's bars. I mean, that stretch for that Jaeger, holy cow. She reached for that thing. And then a very nice bailout. I was very impressed with how controlled she was, having to stretch so far to catch that Jaeger, that she controlled that bail, and it was beautiful. Because sometimes you'll see that where they'll shoot out too much and they'll drag their legs or handle slip or something, going on. No, very nice. And a stuck full out. But her full out on floor, nice. Love it. Very nice.
I concur.
Yes. Now, this one I know, another 10. This 10 is coming up a lot today. If you're watching the podcast instead of listening to it, you'll see Kim with her 10s.
Found it in a box over there.
Right. Do you want to intro this, or would you like me just to go on my spiel?
I will intro this because, listen.
It happened twice. Not just there.
No, there's one underneath. And number 7 also is a new one. But listen, okay, I think we need diagrams. I think we need to draw this out. But Bree Clark does a cause, not a souk full. So does MR. And Jason's going to educate us all again for the 8th season in a row.
I get that it's easier to say souk full because it is just easier to say.
But it's not correct.
Correct. A cause and a souk full are 2 different vaults, even though they look very much similar. But most cause, very few, and you'll see, ever souk full because it is hard. And the reason why I say that is because a cause continues the direction in which you come onto the table. So if you come on left hand first, right hand second, and your body continues towards the left. All right. You will see back. You see back first, then belly. That is a cause. Okay. Same thing if you come on with the right hand first, left hand second, go towards the right. You see belly, then back. That's a cause. If you see the gymnast, and you will rarely see it, come on half on, and you see her back, and then you see her stomach next, that is a souk full. That means she's twisting in the opposite direction she comes onto the table. That's called a souk. So a cause is a vault that just continues twisting. The souk, it's like you do a half and then you come back and do another full, like kind of how you have to do the half in club on vault for Excel, where you have to turn on and then come back the other direction. That is what a souk full would be like flipping. A cause is just staying in the same direction and twisting. That is normally what you're going to see. So hopefully that helps. And if I have to, I can post on our social media another example.
I think you need to post video comparisons. You need to find a souk full and find a cause. Well, we've already all seen the causes.
We all have the causes. I'd have to go back. We have a couple from Region 5 that have done souk fulls, so we may have to use that. But anyway, the standing front from Bree Clark though on beam, gorgeous. Has nothing to do with Sioux Falls or Kansas.
Bree Clark is just like Simone Biles in college.
Oh yeah. Oh, and also her Simone Biles thing where she does the butt bounce and the half turn to the back, that thing where like she does it all in one pass, like on the side of the floor. So she does all that too.
But when you watch it, though, like, I mean, yeah, she does it, but like, because it's the whole Simone Biles thing and everything. But she really doesn't do the round off half turn like Simone does. She does like a front handspring. But
yeah, you're right.
More front handspring ish.
Yeah, you're right.
But yes, everything about Bree Clark is like Simone Biles went to college.
Yes. Hannah Clark from Clemson, 1 foot, 1 toe dismount on beam. Did you catch that?
I did not.
Her foot barely hit the beam. She did her whole dismount off 1 toe and 1 foot. That was exciting.
What dismount did she do?
I think it was a round off 1.5, and she did make it, but she under rotated because she didn't have a bunch. But I think she took a step back.
Don't you remember when Peyton used to do her cartwheel gainer off the side with like her pinky toe?
Pinky toe, yep. At Clemson, the athletes do the talking on beam, not Liz. I like that. I think it's cool. They go through their whole routine. Liz just stands there and
does Liz things.
Yes, where some coaches go through the whole routine and talk to the athlete. Liz does not. The athletes do it to her. Tackett, I think it's how you say it, from NC State. The figure skating scale, I'm not sure what it's called in air, like when you pull the leg up over your head like this backwards.
A scorpion.
Is it scorpion, whatever. I'm being very, very nice. I just call it because I know them figure skating, they hold that.
The figure skating scale, I like that. It's a scorpion.
When you see it, I just know that's from that. I have never seen an athlete in college, I don't think, balk on a vault. Me personally, I don't think I've seen one.
Well, she didn't really balk. She just did a small run by.
Autumn Reardon.
She just ran by.
Balked on her first vault. You see that one like you saw on social media where they went flying over the table, missed her hands completely. You see that, but I don't know. I just haven't seen one. But then her second front handspring from Pike, normal as usual. But
listen, I feel like so she ran by the first time, but then I feel like her second one, if you watch, she kind of flubbed those steps a little.
Yeah.
Still went, which is good, but I think the vault could have been better because it just I don't know. It was just all wonky.
Yeah.
But guess what? If you go flying over the table, you don't get to do it again.
I know. True story.
If you run by, guess what? You get to do it again.
Yep. True.
Good choice, Autumn. Good choice, girl.
Good vault. I mean, it'll be huge by mid-season, because that's just her. Her hands from front pike half is awesome. So, yes, some of these floor routines, I do agree.
Listen, I will die on this hill forever. No floor routine, I don't care, level Excel bronze to Olympics, you should not have empty steps into the corner. No. Those are actually deductions, those empty steps when you like walk back to the corner to do your tumbling pass. No, you're in college. Stop that. Mm-hmm. Stop that right now, you college gymnasts. Stop that. You need to dance all the way into the corner, and then if you need to stand there and breathe, do your arm things, whatever. Stop walking backwards into the corner. It looks stupid, and it takes away from the artistry of the floor routine. My Excel silvers know not to have those steps. My golds know, 8s know, 9s know. Everybody knows in my gym. Don't do it. Stop it, college. Stop it. Your routines are too good and too fun for that. Stop it.
You heard it here.
I'm done. I digress. I will die on that hill. Stop it.
All right. How about a Metallica floor routine?
Oh my God. Okay, listen. Jenna Rusk from NC State, she had Metallica floor music. Like, it opened with a little Enter Sandman. There was some other things strewn about, but I love it. But listen, I also thought, because of her floor routine, they were doing their little... Okay, it took me a minute to realize this was not just for her floor routine at the last, they're all going like this, the coach in the corner. I was like, that's so cool. Coach in the corner is getting into it. Rock and roll. No, that is that's the little wolf sign, and they do it for all of them. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was just hers because hers was rock and roll, man. No,
they also put their arms up before every last pass.
Yeah, they do this. They do
but all their arms are up though. Like both arms are by their ears.
Yeah,
they stand with their arms up. Okay.
Hey, yeah, they're doing they're doing the thing.
Okay, well, I saw that, but it wasn't like all the way up. It was just like in front. But they put their arms all the way up, and maybe they're doing that. Maybe they are doing that with their fingers. Okay, I get it. But no, that's like their arms all up overhead.
But because the coach in the corner is doing the same thing too. It's the
Yeah, no. Okay. So maybe that's a combined thing, cuz I know I saw this a couple times, but I noticed all their arms are over their head. So maybe we should do that. Maybe we should do our podcast with our arms over our head. No,
only into our last pass.
And only into our last pass. Yes, and the ending. But speaking of Jenna Russ, did you see the blind front giant have to double back? You don't see that much anymore. I'm a big fan.
No,
I love front giants.
I absolutely did not.
Yeah. You don't see it much anymore, and I like blind front giant halves. They're really cool. So, but anyway, let's now discuss the NC State Clemson beam and last rotation scoring. Okay, so hear me out. So both teams lead off with Region 5 alums. Katie Harper leads off for NC State, and Tara Walsh leads off for Clemson. They almost have the same skills. Okay, kind of, sort of. They do dismount differently, but they both stuck. They both have a very nice kick over front, or dump over, or whatever people call it, front toss. I call it kick over front. And they both have a very nice back handspring layout step out, both of which nailed. Katie went 9.775, and Tara went 9.7. Same routine. Same exact routine. No difference to me. I don't understand. I don't get it. And then Clemson's Quinn Cool nailed as the anchor. 2 back handsprings layout step out. Absolutely gorgeous. Maybe on the what's it called? Stag ring jump. Maybe her head wasn't released enough. Maybe they took 9.675. I was like, no, I'm sorry. That's not a 9.675 routine. There was not a wobble in the routine. Did you not give credit for that? Maybe that's a bonus issue. Her start value was lower. I don't know. That could be the problem. But
did the NC State person get the higher score?
NC State, Katie got, yes, she got the 9.775. She was the higher of the start.
And where
their
was
beams
this meet at?
It was at NC State. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Okay. And even some floor scores. I felt that all of Clemson, not all, most of Clemson have big first passes, but double layouts, full outs, like they have big E tumbling passes. I don't believe NC State has a single major double flipping E in their first passes. And they got some 9.9s and some high 9.8s, and Clemson went 9.775, 9.8, 9.85, low like that. So I'm like, but the balance beam was really, really bothersome to me when I saw that, because I was like, there are some very good beam routines for both teams. Not mentioned. I know I'm not saying NC State because the kids, the athletes, the coaches, that's not the problem. It was judging pure because they purely judging. Yeah. Because both teams did well on beam, and Clemson got shit on. I'm going to say it because their beam was good, and both Tara and Katie had pretty much the same beam routine, and it was 0.05 different, 0.05 different, whatever it may be. It was too much. I mean, they were the same routine. Mm-hmm. So I was not happy. I thought that was ridiculous. I loved watching the meet. It was great. But I had to say something about this NC State Clemson beam rotation, because I just felt like Clemson got a bad rap on balance beam, ending on beam, where they were not as tough on NC State in terms of scoring. So that's just my little rap on that. Delaney McMahon, we're actually seeing her more this year, which is cool. But we didn't see something that we wanted to see because,
What did you call her?
Isn't it McMahon? Delaney McMahon? How do you say it? Is it McMahon? Oh, okay. Her mount's cool. We didn't see it.
That whole meet, though. The only beam mount we saw from Ball State, I think, was Ava Molina's, because she was first. Mm-hmm. But we didn't see anybody else's mount.
No, we didn't.
That's fine, though, because we missed some of CMU's routines, too, at their meet.
Well, we missed the entire first vault. I mean, the first vault. Elena's commentating about vault, and we're not seeing a vault. So I was like, okay. And then they never even showed it. So I was like, okay, that was also on there too. But
how can you, like, I think I made the note somewhere also in the bottom. How can you miss Delaney McMahon's
no, it's
mount?
so cool. Yes, so
it is like
we will address it with the NIU meet this weekend. Trust me, because we won't be missing that. I may video it and post it so we can talk about it. Hopefully,
we won't be missing it.
We won't be missing it there. But what I find is really cool is she does a Corkina facing the dismount mats. You don't see that very often, like at all. I don't think I ever have. Where she finishes facing the low bar. Usually you finish facing the dismount mats. She finishes facing the low bar. Wow. Most Corkinas face the other way.
Listen,
it's cool.
She's just different all around.
Yeah. I have a level 9 that I'm thinking about this in the future for level 10. And I've thought about doing it that way because she does front giant inside the bar. And so I thought about it. So, but yeah, no, it was cool to see.
There you go. It can be done.
Yep. Did you notice while BG was doing, Bowling Green was doing bars, the girls in the background doing hula hoops?
No, but I saw a guy sitting there with a bunch of hula hoops. I was wondering what was happening.
Well, they were hula hooping. So I don't know what, during their bar routines, I mean, they literally were just hula hooping. So I'm not really sure. On the floor. Wasn't in the stands. On the competition floor.
Whatevs. Sometimes you just have to hula hoop.
Yep. Side semi salute, because you know I'm going to do it. Kayla Shaw. Natasha Lopez from Bowling Green, very nice side semis. Natasha had to kind of save hers, but the actual side semi was very nice. And then Ashlyn Richards from CMU, also a very nice.
When I first read that, I thought it was like, okay, I know you're saying like this like side semi salute, but I was like, they saluted after their side semi? Well, okay.
A salute to the side semis. Ashlyn Richards, who of course is a Region 5 alum at CMU, also a very nice side semi. Carly Mercer's front aerial one arm back handspring. I know it's not the first time we've talked about this, but I love it. It's awesome. One arm back handspring. Ball State's floor, 5 out of 6 Region 5 alums.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's cool.
And you know what? The one that's not, we can just claim her. It's fine.
Yeah. You're just not Region 5. Viv Camp Uzano. Nice blindfold Ginger. Very nice. Bailed out, by the way. But her one and a half front layout on floor, where she fought to stay in bounds and then started moving out and dancing, like walking like she's like tiptoeing down the sideline of the white line as she's trying to dance out of it. And I think she stepped out. I'm not 100% sure.
Listen, as Johnny R told us last week,
yes,
the line is in gymnastics.
Yes. I mean, she may have been able to step on there and not get that foot on the other side, but
I mean,
she was on that line.
But
she was on. I mean, I think she was over, but she stayed. She tried. That was great work. I mean, all that work for that. She tried. And props to you, Viv.
She dressed it up so people would not notice. That was very Svetlana Orkina of you.
Correct. But I also notice if you watch her bar routine, she does blindfold Ginger and everything travels to the right. Maybe left if you're it's just everything looks, and then she does a bail. It's like so weird. Blindfold, Ginger, come over here, and then it goes. It was just the angle that they showed the camera on. But anyway, yes,
I did love her floor routine though. Like the faces, the expression. Yes. Love.
Yeah, no, it was a good floor routine, but I just loved all the hard work to stay in that 40x40 floor. Don't go out of bounds. Emily Gianfrancisco from Bowling Green. She just missed out on our beam lineup. She had a 9.725, very nice standing layout. Her front through to 2.5 on floor is going to be a very, very nice pass. She kind of overflipped it a little bit in this competition, but I love the wink to the judge in the final pose. Mm-hmm. She poses and then nice wink. I did not know she was born in Australia. I guess I did not know
she was born in Western Australia. So listen, the girl commentator goes, something, meet close to home. And the guy goes, well, she was born in Western Australia. And then the girl goes, oh, well, I guess she's not close to home. Okay, listen. Can we do a little more research, people? Yes, she was born in Western Australia. She lived in Illinois. She lives in Illinois. Like, okay. Yeah, we get it. But she lives in Illinois.
Yeah, she's from Illinois. I'm not sure about the sign. I guess I didn't pay attention to the Bowling Green sign on floor.
What?
You said, what is the sign?
At
the end, and they're in 14. Yeah, that's, yes. Okay, yes.
But like,
the Falcon, is that a Falcon grip? I don't know.
I don't know, but
Yeah, no, I get it.
It was awkward, okay?
Yeah,
I was just saying.
I understand now. I understand. Yeah, no, I remember seeing that. Yeah, no, I don't know what that exactly is, but I guess it's a falcon. So, but
yeah, I'm assuming that's what it is. But it was just like weird. Like, Are you like what kind of claw are we making?
Right.
You know, because it looks like a tiger claw, but then it was I don't know. I'm not sure. But Faye Dubbin from Bowling Green, girl, why are you being so aggressive with the beam? Why are you slapping it? Don't hurt the beam. She literally that's balance beam abuse. She's literally like the chalk off the beam or whatever she's doing. But girl, take it easy. Be nice to the beam. Be gentle with the beam.
Maybe that's how she just gets ready for it.
It might be, but I was dang, that beam has feelings too.
True story. We have feelings, and Alina, we do love you.
So many.
Yes, we do love you, Alina. Just let that out there. But
we do.
Western Michigan CMU, we can't not do it. The broadcast booth. Come on, haven't you learned this yet? Why is it that it's so dark? Why always so dark?
Because she is in a flipping closet with a maroon bed sheet. But if you notice, the bed sheet doesn't really go all the way over behind them. There's a little white wall coming out.
Right.
So
Put some lights up there. Put some light up there. Something. Use the Clemson and NC State leotards. I don't care. Just use something. Do something. It's too dark.
You are on today.
It's too
so dark. Like when I pulled that up on the computer, I was like,
yeah, I know. Excuse me. What is this going? Is my camera? I'm watching on my TV. My TV is brand new. I just got this for Christmas, and I was like, and do I have any color problem? I mean, what's going on? Oh wait, no, this is CMU.
I'm trying to turn the brightness up. I was like, what is happening? Well, also. Get a ring light. You can borrow one of mine. I have some, but you need a ring light or something up there. But then come to find out, her monitor didn't even work. Like the TV that you're supposed to have, so you know what's being played on.
Yes.
So I was like, how can you do this without your monitor working?
Exactly, which makes most of this stuff now makes sense of why some of this stuff that she said. But we're gonna say it because
she can't see anything.
But the amazing dismounts. Alina, everyone does double layouts. Everyone, the whole country. There's double layouts everywhere. They're not just amazing to CMU or to Western Michigan. Everyone does double layouts. She's like, these are amazing dismounts. These double layouts. I was like, every team does them. Alina on Bella from Western Michigan, and I quote, "A little bit of shuffle on the landing. Alina, she ran backwards 4 steps and out of bounds. What do you mean a little shuffle and landing?" I was like, she ran out of bounds. That was nice.
My favorite was when she goes on bars for somebody. Handstands are important for the judging.
Yes. They're very important for the judging.
I love it.
Molly Sabin's nice beam routine, by the way. Let me just say, solid backhanding layout. But your dismount landing, oh, Lena, love it. She did this, stuck, and then the 1-2 step. That's exactly what she said. She says, it's stuck, and then the 1-2 step, because she stepped back twice. I loved it. That was hilarious. 1-2 step. Ellie Johnson. Gabrielle Johnson, as she's known on the TV, but we know her as Ellie Johnson. Huge Ray to bail, but the low bar bites her.
Oh my God, the low bar literally reaches out and hits her ankle. It
was on the dismount. But what was hilarious is Alina totally missed this completely. She was just like,
she couldn't see it.
And then she's like, oh, and a double back. I'm like, no, if I'm not mistaken, she does a full out. And she couldn't do a full out because I'm impressed with the double back that stuck with that. She whacked that bar, but Alina says nothing about it. So I'm like, she didn't even see it. She didn't even know what happened.
Because Alina's looking at a black screen up there. She has to hang over the
edge. I know. It was crazy, but I was like,
my thing is, why does she not sit? And I've told her this, down behind the little basketball thing like I do at Easter.
Yeah, they should put her there.
That's where she needs to sit. That's where they need to sit, right there,
Yes.
instead of up in that closet.
Correct. And maybe they need to do that from now on but Ellie's front toss to scale, she does a front toss back tuck, but then she did a front toss to scale. She, I think, used every muscle she has in her body to stop that position because it came up and she was like starting to kind of wobble, and she like pulls it back and squeezes and then holds. Like, I think she used every muscle in her body to do that. Ashlyn Richards, aerial back handspring, beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Is it Aaliyah Kelly or is it Reese Samuelson? Double layout replay after the commercial when they return. I mean, hair color. Hello. One has dark hair, one has blonde hair. It was Reese Samuelson doing a double layout, but apparently she, didn't know that. And then Aaliyah does your Chinko vaults, Alina, not front vaults.
What?
Just so you know. She said Aaliyah was going to do a handspring front half, and it's like, nope. Aaliyah does a your Chinko 1.5. I know your Chinko 1.5, but she doesn't do it right now. She's just doing a full. But I was like, okay. And then she sounded surprised, but then she sounded surprised when she saw Aaliyah do a your Chinko full.
That's because she can't see, and she probably had on her lineup that it was going to be.
She said she couldn't see who was lining up. So
because she can't see them when they're running.
Yes.
Yeah, I know, but hey, guess what? If the monitor was working, maybe she would have been able to see.
True story. But no monitor is needed for this comment. Oh, and Aaliyah does not do a layout full in on floor, Alina. I've never seen her do a layout full in on floor. She says, and she does lay out full ins. No, she does. No. She says double full at the beginning, then corrects herself. But before her last pass, she goes, and she doesn't. I want to see at some point in time her layout full in on floor. I'm like, she does a layout full out off bars, but she does not do layout full ins on floor. At least not on a regular floor. Maybe off a rod floor into the pit, maybe. But I thought that was hilarious. Kennedy's full in stuck, gorgeous full in, by the way.
So good. Oh my god.
But did you see her vault? I don't know how she did that vault. She literally was on her fingernails. Literally flipped onto the table. I was like, how did you make that vault as good as you did? Because, wow.
Because she's Kennedy Cooper.
Correct. And she's not the only full in. Obviously, Aaliyah Kelly did full ins. There was not, there were two. Zoe Zimmerman, CMU, fun handstand cartwheel thing into a layout step out. Like I'm saying, just cool things on floor this week that we saw. But her switch half, money. Perfect. Like, the switch ring, the toe, I think, hit her forehead. It was so nice. Julia, how do you say Julia's last? Corfage. Seeing her more this season, huge fan. I'm a huge fan of this.
Oh my God, I love her. I have adored her since the first time I saw her do floor in the Bahamas at the Bahama meet when she was a freshman.
Right.
She smiles all the time.
She does.
Probably
the whole
fall down, tuck and roll, and still have a huge smile on her face. She's
absolutely
like the happiest person. I love her.
Her flip layout on beams, so nice. Like all over, like everywhere. She's just good. Like she's a good gymnast. And I'm glad we're seeing more of her this season. Nice to see Olivia Dittmer compete. She did floor. Last pass didn't go quite as planned, but nice double pike first pass. I don't remember if we saw her last year. I don't think we did at all.
I don't think we saw her last year.
Yeah, I don't think she did exhibition.
I have to go back and watch because I didn't see her exhibition routine, so I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Yes, we also saw Alicia Murray, exhibition floor, nice double pike, Rudy stag jump, but that traveled like backwards. I think she stayed in, but it was like right at the base of the corner. And I think Alicia also did beam exhibition, if I'm not mistaken. But it was good to see those two in exhibitions for Region 5 alums. Love Luciana Reed's floor choreography. I love this routine. This routine is so good. I love it. 9-9. She got 9-9. Well deserved 9-9. That was a beautiful routine.
Give me some Britney Spears floor routine anytime.
Yeah, just the choreography she used, and just it was really cool. Really cool. Jersey, kind of sad that she wasn't in our lineup. I'm going to, be honest about that. But her back handspring, two back handsprings to lay out, so nice. Like, she did a good job. But go ahead.
As Alina would say, Jersey is shiny.
Yes, she's shiny. She's a shiny Jersey.
She's shiny. She probably meant shining, but she's shiny.
Shining, right. Doing all around this year. That's why I was like, not one of the 4 events made our lineup, and that sucks because Jersey's awesome. But I wanted to point out her beam was gorgeous too. I mean, it was just absolutely beautiful. But great to see her in the lineup. And obviously, we'll talk about Jersey more this year, I'm sure. And then, Kim, your float and flare is a thing. We might need a T-shirt.
I know.
Yeah.
The flare and float. Yeah.
Yeah. We might need a T-shirt. Alina used it. She used it from my friend Kim. I was like, nice.
Because listen, I am all about the flare, the float and flare, the flare and float, whatever way I say it. Yep. I am all about it. The flare and float.
Actually, a couple of my athletes asked when she said Kim because they watched the meet, and when in practice yesterday, they said, "No, was she talking about Kim Dawes?" And I was like, "Yes, she was."
Ah,
yes, she was.
I love your kids. They're
yes. Great. So, but anyway, that's a lot, but it was exciting, and we love the good old CMU meets. So maybe next time we go to CMU and we watch CMU, maybe we can have some light on our people. Maybe, like Kim said, put them down on the floor. I
told Alina though, like, listen, when you fill in for that EMU meet for me, it's EMU and CMU. I'm like, you are gonna not know what to do with all the space, room, and air and light. You'll be able to see.
True story.
Yeah, on the floor.
Yep. Oh, they were on the floor that one time with things like vault behind them. Remember that time?
Yeah, and you have to turn around and stuff. I mean, like folding card tables. Yeah. They need to be behind that basketball thing where everybody else is. That's where we sit when I do it at Western. It's a little cramped sometimes, but that's where we are then too. Like, come on.
Best place for you.
Come on, Central. Do better.
So, all right. Well, they did that. And that's a lot of them.
They did.
But we enjoyed it. As you notice, every week we are comfortable for the 2026 season while we podcast, as we podcast now in Comfort. The Comfort apparel. That's it. We see us every week in Comfort apparel. The College Salute and the Region 5 Insider are now affiliates with Comfort. I would like to thank a couple of our listeners who bought some Comfort, because that definitely helps us. If you'd like to live in comfort, use our code JASON272 for 15% off your purchase. Join us in comfort while you watch or listen to our show every single week.
And Alina wanted me to say, because she bought some Comfort, she wanted me to say that use our code because it's better than whatever the little code is that they're offering right now. So use our code.
Yes. All right. Some social salutes. We only have grabbed 2 this week. No,
we didn't. We have a bunch more. I sent you a bunch. I just didn't type them on there.
Oh, she has a bunch. I'm sorry. We didn't write them down, so I don't see them. Even though I know she does text me stuff.
I sent them to you so you could watch them. I sent them to you today.
Yes, we do have some that are related to college gymnastics and some just related to gymnastics itself. And so we're interested about that. But I do like MSU's TikToks. They're killing it. They do lots of TikToks in their Leos.
And their TikToks are so good. Mm-hmm. So good.
Yes, no, they're enjoying as teams do. Obviously, they enjoy the TikToks before meets, during meets, in the hotel, getting ready, whatever it may be.
After the meet, during the meet, before the meet,
every
on
meet,
the bus.
all meet, everything. So, I like Hannah's idea this year with Planet of Gymnastics. I want to shout it out that KJC, which is obviously Kathy Johnson Clark, is commentating over the routine of the week that Hannah chooses for the week, and she chose a good one this past week on floor.
Yeah, she did. Oh my God, Anna Barbarosu on floor is perfection, and perfection, and perfection, and then Kathy Johnson Clark, who is perfection of commentating, is commentating perfection. I love it.
Yes, and it's a really cool idea. It's, props to Hannah for going after that, and Kathy Johnson accepting it and doing it, because that's really cool. And I'm sure she loves it just because she talked about it.
Kathy Johnson Clark though has done that before.
I think she's done it for hers, or I think she did it with Bridget Sloan a couple times maybe. But it's really cool.
I don't know. I've seen her do it before.
Yeah, that could be true. This pommel horse thing, I thought it was a balance beam when Kim first showed it to me. I didn't really pay attention, but it's rather. I can't imagine. I sucked on pommel horse. I can't imagine having to do pommel horse this way. No way. 1,800 pommels.
There's 10 pommels. I counted them. 10.
Too many.
And he makes it all the way down. It was on International Gymnast's Instagram. He makes it all the way down. Without hitting a pommel. Like, good for him. He circles
all the way down. Like, one pommel circles all the way down this, what I thought looked like a balance beam, but it's just a long pommel horse with 10 handles. No way. If that had more than 2 handles, I can't even handle 2 handles. Let alone that.
Most can't.
Nope. And then the pit change.
10. Oh my God, this was so funny. So this is nothing to do with gymnastics. This is like a group, probably a CrossFit or something in a weight room. And you know how with like the sliders, you put somebody in that like hollow position, push them across the floor? That's what they're doing with a barbell with weight plates on, like 45-pound weight plates. And they get in that position on the bar, and someone holds their feet and is pushing them around like in a circle in the gym. And then they stop and pit change. Like they hold the person up and change the weights out and keep going. Oh my God, I thought it was hilarious.
It was hilarious.
Hilarious.
Gymnastics conditioning pit change. There you go.
Yeah. And then I do want to mention the swimming one, because that's hilarious, because, you know, my newfound hobby, you know, swimming.
You mean the diving one that I sent you?
The swimming one. Where they dive off
the board to no water? Oh no, I didn't miss. I thought you were talking about the one I sent you where the diver would dove into no water.
Yeah, there's that one. Yeah, there's that one too. Like they dive into no water. But I saw a swimming one that they jump in off of a starting block, land in the empty pool, but then get up and start running across.
Oh, that's funny. That's hilarious.
I sent that to my other coaches. I was like, new event? ? And then there was another one that came up, because now we're down this rabbit hole, and, you know, the TikTok and the Instagram just, you know, algorithm. There was another one that, like, they jump into a pool, but Jesus just runs across the water, and he wins the meet.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
I did see. It must have been in our thing, because you were looking at swimming and diving stuff, because I was on Instagram, and the swimming flip turn thing. I've never seen that. That's cool. Where they wet a panel mat. Like wet down a panel mat, and then they do a forward roll, push off the wall, and slide into the pool. Yeah. That was really cool too. I saw that.
That's fun.
So clearly, I was on the end of your.
You're on the algorithm. I never know what Instagram I'm on. You know.
Yes, so that was funny. I saw that, because I'm like, why am I seeing this? I don't really watch swimming and diving very often, but.
But we do follow those swim pages.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I mean, I do. Yeah, I do follow swim stuff during like the major meets and stuff, like championships, and then when they like the summer, and then like worlds, and then of course the Olympics.
Yeah, but now my phone is listening to me, and so everything
now you're in the pool.
Is going to be
right, because you're in the pool now.
I am in the pool. Well, I'm not in the pool. I mean,
true.
I would like to be in the pool.
Yep. All right, so this week we have a D2 athlete of the week, and that is Haley Fitzgerald from Southern Connecticut State University. Has a 9.8 on beam this week. Beautiful front toss, back handspring to 2 feet. You don't see that very often, back handspring 2 feet.
I loved that.
Yeah.
I love a good back handspring to 2 feet.
Yeah, it's just cool. You see step outs, but you don't necessarily see 2 feet from that combination. And then I love the attitude and just the sharpness of her dance. Like she really just was really getting after it, and just really cool. Her and her sister are actually both at Southern Connecticut, and Haley and Hannah were at Big when they ended their club careers. They ended at Big Gymnastics, and it's cool. They do the 2 events. Like Hannah does vault and bars, and Haley does beam and floor. So they're an all-arounder together. Yeah, it's hilarious.
You're like one person.
But 9.8 on beam for her. You'll see that video up on our Instagram, obviously later this week. And I do want to shout out to Kiara Hockman from Brockport. She was our week 1 D3 athlete of the week. But just shout out, she had 3 9.8 plus scores at EMU this week. So getting the scores, because obviously they don't always get the scores that they deserve in D2 and 3 because of their good routines. And we say that the MAC doesn't get, good scores or big scores most of the time. But the fact that she's coming up from the MAC into the MAC and getting some, good scores because she deserves it, 9.8 plus scores, that's awesome to see. So I wanted to shout that out.
But also, we need to shout out that floor routine from Southern Connecticut.
Oh, yes. 995. Yep, the 995.
Amazing. Mm-hmm. But also, let's look at the coaches we have at Southern Connecticut now. Hello, Coach D, and our friend from Omega that used to be at Missouri. Hello. Mm-hmm. But Coach D, girl, is doing her thing with the floor routines. Yep. We're not going to sleep on Southern Connecticut anymore. We're watching them. But Yes, 995 for one of their athletes this week on floor. And it was a very nice floor team. Very strong, like just overall, not maybe huge, difficult tumbling, but very beautiful in doing it. But the dance, the routine. But it's the dance, it's the face, it's the attitude, it's the, yes.
Yeah, it was
so
good.
Many S's for me.
Congratulations to Southern Connecticut State, because you're killing it this week. And obviously our D2 athlete of the week, Haley Fitzgerald. Check that out. You can obviously check that out on our podcast socials, which is one of them, Region 5 College Salute Podcast on Instagram. That's where we post our D3 or D2 athletes, our MVPs, occasionally highlights, reels, parts of our podcast, our pictures that our athletes send us. Lisa sent us a picture from Missouri with Missouri and Oklahoma, which was really cool. We posted that this week, got a lot of views, which is awesome. We catch those, we put those up. Kim's pictures, our podcast is posted there. All the things about our alums are posted on the College Salute podcast on Instagram. Check that out, follow, because that's where it's at. And then our College Salute on YouTube, of course, we do have some segments. We post some routines there, but of course that's where our video of our podcast is posted every week. And again, as I mentioned, continue. We're trying to our follows are growing, but we have to get our hours up to be able to start to make a little bit of money on our YouTube channel. And so can we, kind of help us out, continue with the follows and subscribes. And then obviously just put it on. Like I said, listen to it. Have it open. You go to the video if you're home instead of the podcast, downloading it. Put it on our YouTube channel. Put it on. Put headphones in, earbuds in, whatever. Walk around the house. Do what you do, and let it play and get our hours in that way. So that would help us out considerably. So please check us out on Instagram at the College Salute Podcast and on YouTube at the College Salute. And maybe someday I'll actually have time to do an Alumni Monday this year.
Maybe.
It's crazy. We're just don't have the time. So our weekly awards that we end our podcast with, and of course our best favorite is the best college stick, stay, and slay. And Kimberly, you're going first this week because I went first last week.
Age before beauty.
Nope. You're first this week.
I don't want to go first.
But I want you to.
But I don't want to.
But I want you to.
Okay, fine. It's Katie Harper.
God dang it. We have the same one this week. We don't have a different one this week. We can't because she stuck, slayed, tongue out, everything about that. It was just, I put it in my notes immediately. I said, that is it because that was awesome because I was like that. She just had the attitude, everything. It was just so fun.
My notes say Katie Harper bar, stick, stay, slay. And then it says underneath it, she did a ginger. You don't see that very often because that's what the commentator said.
Yes, because you see gingers it's same with the toe pike halves. It's like it's commonplace now.
But she also stuck and slayed on beam too with the little
yes, no, I loved it. I thought it was awesome, and immediately I'm like stick, stay, slay, write it down. So clearly Kim and I were on the same page when it comes to that this week. So stick, stay, and slay is going to be Katie Harper all by herself this week, and then our MVP.
Am I going first?
Yes, this week is your first week. Your first week.
Okay, listen, it's Tara Walsh, and I will die on that. Tara Walsh.
I hear you.
3-event champion. She was amazing. Fire, sticks, slays, fire. Tara freaking Walsh.
Do I have to have another one?
No, you don't.
Can we do just one, or do I have to have? Because I agree. I do agree with you, but I feel like we should both have one. So, but I do agree. Tara killed it.
I don't want to force you to pick somebody else if this is who it is.
If I was going to say something, I might say. I would say maybe Katie too, but. Because she did, great on her 2 events.
It's Tara Walsh.
Tara Walsh. Let's just do it.
We've had only one MVP before.
Let's just do it.
She is the MVP. She's in the opening of the freaking rap.
Yes, let's just do it. There you go. Tara Walsh, week 3 MVP of the Region 5 Insider of the Region 5 College Salute and our Region 5 University, clearly in 3 lineups. So, well, not 3 lineups. She wasn't on beam, but anyway. 10. Perfect 10.
What?
She wasn't in our beam lineup.
Oh, I was like, she's
in beam, but she wasn't in our beam lineup. Because remember, we talked about it. Yes, no, she deserves it because she had to deal with that first beam score. So there you go. Awesome job.
Been killing it.
Yep. Awesome job.
Help more people find our podcast by rating and reviewing us on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to the College Salute podcast. If you have any questions, comments, or alums you would like us to have on the show, please feel free to email us at region5insider@gmail.com. Thanks to all of our subscribers. We could not do this without your support. However, we do need you to leave a review. Anyways, follow us on all of our social media accounts for the most up-to-date information on what's going on with our Region 5 alums all season long.
And follow us on YouTube. Watch on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube. YouTube. Thanks again for listening to our Week 3 recap, and appreciate all the hard work Alina does at CMU. We do appreciate it. We don't make fun of it because we don't. We make fun of it because we love you, and we love what you do.
It's all out of love.
Appreciate what you do. We are excited to watch all our alums all season long, and then give you our take on the week's action every Wednesday. We'll talk to you in a week for more spine-saving coverage of our Region 5 alums. And always remember to follow, like, and subscribe. Peace out, Region 5.
5.